Okay, we're live. I'm sorry that the first thing y'all probably had to hear was a cough. I know that's probably annoying, but anyway, moving on. So let some people get in. Hello, Joshua Ferguson. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. um, just another talk stream for just talk about whatever, I guess. Um, I would like to put some stuff out here, real quick. For anyone who does decide to donate through the coffee link in the description, for every um, for every high donation, I will uh, I will do some giveaways. Like for example, if a $50 donation that I would like to put out there, I will I will give out a vacuum to whoever, one of my bagless units or whatever, to um, I'll put it in a giveaway. Some of my classmates and some people I know found out about my YouTube channel. This is awkward. I wouldn't entirely call it that. Unless they're teasing you about it, then yeah, it kind of would be, but if they're not, then I wouldn't exactly call it awkward. Yeah, I just figured I'd go ahead and put that out there. Because I need to kind of taper off and make some room. Hence why I was selling on coffee. But for anyone who is annoyed with the high shipping prices, I'm going to try and give UPS another chance because I've heard they're cheaper than US Postal Service. I just told them it's just about a little tractor. Well, it shouldn't be a big problem. Yeah, if it's a problem with them, then um, I would just ignore it because if they're wanting to talk down and be negative about it, they're not even worth your time. I mean, look at me. That I'm probably one of the weirdest YouTubers to a lot of people because one, my name, two, the topic of my channel, and three, my hobby. But yeah, anyone who wants to tease me about that, I just say you're not worth my time because you're wanting to stand there or sit there and be negative about what I like to do on YouTube. You're not worth my time. That's what I always tell them. But yeah, and that's not even the end of my hobbies. Like I like old stuff, like typewriters. That should say something. And well, I just picked up a leaf blower by the road and got it running. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people would see that I'm weird about that because a lot of people think, oh, it's just another machine. You can go ahead and buy another one. Yeah, well, what about those people who are not cash strapped? I like them older trucks. Me too. Like, I'm after a 91 Ford Ranger. I know a lot of people think Rangers can't do nothing. Hi, Vat Gaming. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Just a little bit of a talk stream. Talk about what you want to talk about and all that. Um, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with really anything. I mean, YouTube is just like a multi-purpose room. You do what you want as long as it follows their terms of service, which vacuum cleaners, that's not a bad thing. You can do that. You can do like yard equipment and stuff like that, and vehicles. Like there's plenty of those, like Vanguard Motor Sales, Jay Leno's Garage, and all that for Karens to go after someone. Mm, well, yeah, with their COPPA situation and the fact that YouTube decides to put inappropriate advertisements on kids content, made for kids content. I mean, I have heard that they're going to be doing something about that, but I don't know. Like these very inappropriate TikTok advertisements. Like I was watching Lazy Town with my sister. It's an older show for those who don't know. And I saw the most inappropriate, underdressed person TikTok commercial on there. I'm like, YouTube, this is disgusting. And there was a like dislike option on it, so I disliked it, of course, because that's on kids program. Lazy Town is made for kids. It's marked as made for kids, and they put it on there. Why me or why Joshua? If it's why me, I disliked it, and if it's about the YouTube, then I don't know why they're getting pretty um they're getting pretty neutral with their. Why would they do that? Oh well, because I don't know. They probably just wanting the money. Like lately, YouTube has been like, oh, let's make these small creators suffer with not being able to make money off their content, but let's mooch as much money off of these advertisers as we can. Like the more advertisements, the more types, the better. They're probably going like quantity over quantity, quality. That's a comment bot, man. I'm pretty sure that was a comment bot. Because comment bots are still an issue. Like, I'm pretty sure if I go look at my YouTube studio, I'm going to find a few comment bots in my spam folder or held for review folder. Not content, comments. Held for review. Okay, that's not a comment bot, but I guess YouTube is kind of doing something about it because I've only got one comment that was good. It was from Gene the Machine, who was fine, but yeah, there's been a lot of quantity over quality kind of stuff going on with YouTube. Like they put these weird search terms in, and you find a lot of crazy stuff that I'm not even going to mention. And I think YouTube needs to do something about it, big time. Is that the Abyssal one? Not the Google playlist. Okay, it was just that. But yeah, there's way too much spam going on YouTube, and I definitely think stuff needs to go against company standards. This person isn't violating any rules. Yeah, that definitely sounds like YouTube. Like YouTuber drops an F bomb. Nope, you're being demonetized and this video is being taken down. Comment bot comments a uh link to a very sketchy, inappropriate site. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, I think they changed it to 500 subs because I think they got a lot of backlash from making it. You have to have 1,000 subs your for mobile live streaming, 1,000 subs to get community tabs. So I think they got a lot of backlash from that, and decided to change it to minimum of 500 subscribers. Like, there's been a lot of things that YouTube has gotten a lot of backlash over. Like, I imagine they're going to get a lot of backlash over taking away the dislike option. Because, okay, the dislike option, it basically, like, don't think of it as people being a jerk. Think of it as, this isn't, um, this isn't quality content. It's basically it's basically so people can let you know that this content isn't good. Improve. You need to improve. I wanted to know how to check who subbed to my channel because I didn't get any notification about it. So I'm at 12 subscribers. Um Probably need to go to your YouTube studio because I think YouTube studio is really the only way you can do that. Yeah, YouTube is getting to be a bigger pain these days. Like they're taking so much important stuff out. Like a dislike option isn't a bad thing. It's basically to do you still need 1K subs to get paid? I think so because I haven't found anything that about that being changed. Like I can see about going to my studio on Google because Google's the only thing I could use to do that because Safari on iPhone will not let you do that. Yeah, it's still 1,000 subscribers required because I've got pretty well everything else done. Like I've got the two two-step verification. I've got the 4,000 required watch hours. I've got the zero active community guideline strikes. I just need 1,000 subs. I've tried that, but before it would let me check on beta, but it wouldn't let me now. Yeah, it's a crazy thing. YouTube's getting a bit they're getting way too strict with certain things. Like let's let comment bots thrive, but let's make our small creators suffer. Like, I'm at 779 as of this stream that I know of. Well, actually, let me refresh it in the studio because I think, yeah, like I'm at 779 right now, but later I may have less, later I may have more. I don't know. It depends on how good my content gets. Like right now, I'm just using basic stuff like use a cell phone, or actually, this is the one that has service because AT&T knocked me off with this one because I got too late on my payments. I had to go to Straight Talk. Um, but um, still, I'm just using basic stuff. Like this is a basic Asus laptop that I'm streaming from right now. Just a relatively cheap microphone, and I'm not pro. I'm not like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, or any of those gaming YouTubers, or Jesse V, who's pretty well a vlogger. I mean, I have a vlog channel, but that's that's only got like 11 subs because not very many people watch that, and I'm also not very active on that one. Yeah, like Hooverlugs, he's another one of the bigger vacuum YouTubers, and so is Ibasiak, and I think a few other English collectors and YouTubers are pretty big on YouTube. I mean, Ibasiak is also a stand-up comedian, pretty much, as well as making vacuum content. Yeah, he's pretty funny. Like in the in his video of the Nilco, I think it was a 271 or something like that. He was hilarious. He was hiding from it and all that, putting on a complete show. And then he's doing the beast taming video and all that. Yeah, he's funny. He does a lot of good content. I mean, he basically baby talks his dogs, I believe. Like in his American vacuum video where he's got the Hoover Guardsman, he's talking about his shag rug. One of them, yes. Um, yeah, he's talking about his shag rug. He says it's soft on the feet. Dogs like to lie on it, and I'm pretty sure Daisy's enjoyed weeing on it from time to time. Oh, sorry, I made myself laugh. That's not fair. Yeah, I've got plenty of favorites. I watch Abasiak too, but I think sometimes he's a little weird. But he is who he is. Yeah, he can be weird. He can be hilarious and all that. Like, I think my favorite video from him is where he was like, it was one of his advent calendar videos. I think it was the Electrolux Professional Series wide track video where he's dressed as an elf and he's just putting on a show. Then out of nowhere, he's doing the Hoover maneuver with the Electrolux wide track. Yeah, they called Eureka's over there Electrolux. I guess it's just um like some kind of a country type thing where they have to call one thing something else depending on where they are. Where something has to be branded differently because it's already branded one thing in one country. Ever watch Larry the Cable Guy? Yep, absolutely. Like he was in a Medea Christmas and I liked that one. I'm trying to think of what else he was in. I know he was in the one of the Prilosec OTC commercials, um, putting on a complete show. Like he was jet skiing 1 minute, and then he was on the jet ski on the land. I don't know how that works. I've never had a jet ski, so I don't know if they can go on land or not. I doubt it. Do I watch performance reviews? Not hardly anymore because he seems to be completely opinion based. Like he hates Kirby, he hates Sanitaire, he doesn't like Bissell Big Greens. He seems to just like promote Sibo and Mila. Like that seems to be all he does is do stuff based on his opinions, like not on facts. Like he hates Kirby's. He thinks direct air vacuums have no place in this world. Meanwhile, years ago, all you would really get is direct air. Like the early first Royals, the first Hoovers, the first Kirby's, the first Eurekas, and all that. They were all direct air. Until canisters came out is when you finally get something that's not direct air. Then the Dilymatics come out, and that's not direct air. But Hoover convertibles, Kirby's, Royals, Eurekas, all those were direct air years ago before canisters came out. Yeah, like my Hoover Concept over here, my Eureka the Boss, my Hoover Elite, um, my Kirby's, my Royals, even some of my Dirt Devils, like the Light Plus, which needs repairs, my Broomvacs, all those, like, they're fine. They're fine just the way they are. Like here, let me go get something real quick. I need to put this carpet extractor in. And make stuff fall off the stand here. Okay, this little guy right here. This is direct air, of course, because this wouldn't work otherwise. Like this thing, it's, if anything, this one is overpowered for what it is. But yeah, with some direct air machines, the hose suction is not good. This this thing, it needs a seal, but all that came off of vacuuming the cat tree daily. My Oric, I think, is underpowered, but does it work? I guess that means it does. I guess that was meant to be. It does work. Yeah, like Oryx, they're not the most powerful vacuum in the world, but they do a good job. Like bypass, yes, you get somewhere with that, but you still have the chance for it to clog up. They're hard to clog. I mean, it's easy to break a fan, but they're hard to clog. You don't hardly see a direct air vacuum get blocked up. I mean, I've had a Kirby where the tube was blocked up because someone picked up something too big with it. Like a big piece of paper was blocking the tube. But the Kirby, it was easy to unblock. They don't block up easily. You don't know how many bypass vacuums I found by the road that were blocked up. I mean, granted, my Mila wasn't blocked up. It just had some motor issues, like the fan was blocked up and all that with dirt because they decided to use dry carpet cleaner. You don't want to use dry carpet cleaner. I meant it in a way that makes sound exciting. Yeah, I bet it does work. I bet it does because um okay, Oryx, they're not the most powerful in the world, but I've had good luck with Oryx. I've had one that stuffed a bag because the house was so messy. I went over it with another vacuum the next day. Yes, I got other stuff. I got more stuff, but that thing packed a bag solid. Still want to go only off his own opinion. Like I tried to bear with it, but he just doesn't want to do. He just doesn't want to go by facts. He wants to go by his own personal opinion. And when someone like I found a lot of comments in the comment section of his video that was labeled "Why direct air vacuums are not good for commercial use." There was a lot of bad comments in that one because they were just icing this guy. I think he did delete a lot of them, but still they kept flowing in saying you can delete my comment all you want, but you are not going to silence the truth. I do remember that one. Now, back when I was doing a lot of carpet cleaning, okay, my Hoover Conquest is direct air. And that thing put me through bags like crazy because it was getting up so much dirt. But they do good. They got a place in this world. My unit would fill it until it clogged the whole tube. Yep, they'll do that. Orcs, they do better than a lot of people give them credit for. They're lightweight, easy to carry upstairs, and you can even do floors with them. So, yeah, there's plenty of direct air machines out there that will get the job done. Like my concept when I first got the rug that you see on the back porch a lot, I had to vacuum it heavily because there was sand pouring out of it. There was sand pouring out in the car. The car seats I have had in there at the time even were covered with sand. And if you're wondering why I have car seats, they're not DOT approved. I just use them as a dog bed because at least you can strap them in place and they won't slide around on the leather seats. But they were full of sand. Next thing you know, I used my concept. The concept was full of sand. Oh, and guess what? Performance reviews. The Hoover concept is direct air. If you're watching this, my grandma on my dad's side had the Hoover Model Zero, but I think she gave it to my other grandma on my mom's side, and it still has the original leather belt. Oh, Model Zero. The first Hoover ever made. Yep. I had one, but like I had my mom splurge to get me that one. Like I was like throughout that entire antique sale, I was like, "Mom, can you get me this vacuum? Mom, can you get me the vacuum? Mom, can you get me this? Mom, please, please, please." She finally broke and got it, but then it got stolen by my I'm not going to use any curse words because YouTube. My butthole cousin took it, and next thing you know, I find it rusted to pieces under his back porch. Yeah, it was one of the deck porches. He had it under there. The bag had been eaten by rats. The housing had been rusted to pieces, and I was livid. Years later, I go to his house to get his ex-girlfriend's stuff that he had taken from her and wouldn't let her have back, and bring him to her. And I go under the porch because she says she had a tote bin full of her old Christmas stuff. I go under the porch, grab the tote, put it in the car. Then I go back because I thought I saw something. It was the Model Zero. I was mad. It works weirdly well, like it would suck the carpet up. Yeah, that's because the fan blades are about that deep. Yeah. Usually people think that the wider the fan, the better the airflow, but not necessarily. Like, yes, it does increase airflow, but if the fan blades are bigger, then yeah, they can move more air. And they do sound like a fan. They actually do sound like a window fan. I remember that like it was yesterday. It sounded like a window fan. And like let me go here for a second. Let me get away from my cousin's channel because I was using it to make sure that this came out like it was supposed to. It looks like a blower unit from a furnace. Yeah, they do. Um, they do look like one. Yeah, like when I was looking at this fan that my brother-in-law had out by the old house, one of these old houses that they got on their property. I'm like, oh boy, is that the fan case from a Model Zero? I go up and nope, it's just like a fan from a air conditioning system or a furnace. Yeah. Yeah, Hoover Model Zero. Yeah, if you go look at Chad Michaels' channel, you can see what they look like if you don't know what they are, or see what they sound like if you don't know what it is. Like a real big fan unit, check out the Hoover Model 3. 64 blades on that fan.